Birds of a feather don't always fly. Welcome to Scientific Station. I'm Brendan Crawwell. You may or may not know that birds really do rely on their feathers to fly. The feather has many structures to it within it that help birds fly. The fine tendrils that come off on the side can latch together, creating a solid surface that'll catch air. And there's a rigid rachis that runs up the middle that is lightweight but provides support to the feather. And this entire structure allows the birds lift and are able to fly through the air. Now, how birds developed flight has been an object of study for years. And there are two early species of birds that have been identified in the fossil record. One is the Archaeopteryx, and I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, and the other is Confuciusornis. I probably shouldn't try to pronounce these names, but I work mostly with plants, so I'll try my best to give the bird people their due. So these early examples of birds that are known from the fossil records give us some indication of what early flight must have been like. But a recent study of the feathers of these two fossilized birds show us that it was unlikely that if those birds were able to fly, that they probably didn't fly the way birds fly today. Looking at the structure of the feather of these fossilized birds, the center part, or the rachis that provides support to birds today, lightweight support, was probably solid. It's so small that it would need to be solid to provide support to the birds to fly. And if that's the case, there are some steps in the development of flight that are unknown, and much more study is going to be needed to determine what those steps of development would have been. What's more likely is that the rachis on these feathers of the fossilized birds were hollow, but they weren't strong enough to provide the support that the birds would need to fly. So it seems these early birds had feathers and were probably able to flap their wings, but probably weren't able to fly. So although birds developed early, in several million years ago, and we are able to know what early birds looked like, we're not necessarily able to know when they acquired flight. So this is an interesting area of study for scientists, and for those bird people, I must have offended by mispronouncing the names of these two species. You have way more things you can study, and I hope you get lots of funding for your research. For more information, visit scientificstation.com. Yeah.